Okay, Tony's right. Okay, I haven't uploaded videos for like channels in a while, and now I can upload them to the cloud because I'm on internet. Yes. Okay, anyway, so this is going to be my third of the way semester check-in. So like we're on week like 5 or so of the God, what is it called? The semester. And so this is just like a pop in for you guys of like these people are walking around. This is just a pop in for you guys of where we're at. So right now I am still working on my courses. So I am in 3 courses. One is like a screenwriting course. One is like a novel course, which is more of book club and is essentially us reading a book a week. And then the other one is my thesis class, which we're writing a poem a week, essentially. I am in the space where I am, yeah, I'm finding a good groove with everything. I'm finding my groove with everything. I'm feeling like I can make good decisions with my writing, and I feel like I am growing more confident in my ability to edit myself outside of class, which is ultimately the goal because I will be graduating and then I won't have any class. So you need to like kind of know these things. And so I I want to be able to continue and maintain that. So right now we're doing, I don't have class this week. So when you see it, it will be like the past week, but I don't have class for one of my courses, the screenwriting course, this week. So I'm just gonna read for my other classes, work on stuff, work on my portfolio again, and then kind of still think over my thesis idea because we're heading into October. So October, November, and then a little sliver of December we'll have for the semester. So if it's a 15-week semester, we only have like 10 weeks left, which is really like 2-ish months or so. And then we have like holiday break, so it's like a Thanksgiving in there. And then by the time we come back, we'll essentially have like all our portfolios or writings due. And yeah, I'm trying to stay ahead of the revisions specifically for my thesis class because I usually wait till the end of the semester, and that's very stressful for me. So I am doing it now, and mainly also I'm doing it now because I feel like these are pieces that I want to submit outside to like different publishing presses, publishing houses, things like that. And I feel like the only way you can do that is if you like are editing and writing more consistently. So that's goal 1. 2, I need to start reading more for class. For my class, it's like the book club class. Some of the books have been engaging. I'm liking this semester more because I'm getting exposure to a lot of different things. And I personally would never pick up short novels because I'm not generally interested in them. I'm a poetry person, so I've been picking up poetry books and reading them. But I definitely feel like reading books that are outside of my genre, poetry, have been interesting because I'm picking up on ideas of craft and story narration that could perhaps help me in my poetry. And then also for my screenwriting class, one of the major things that I'm interested in is translating my work into other mediums. So not like translating my work into a different language, but like the language of a different medium, and how that can like change the work. And then also just kind of like understanding that people like different things. Like some people are not novel people, they're more like movie people. Some people are more play people. Some people are more screen. When I say play, I mean like playwriting. They're more like that theater setting. Some people are more like the movie theater setting. Some people are more like art gallery setting. So having the different exposures this semester is opening up my ideas about what I can do to kind of like translate my work, because that is something I'm interested in, and then market my work going forward, and like bringing up ideas that I am interested in when it comes to like screenplays and maybe novelettes, kind of like role novella kind of things, micro nano fiction kind of things. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. My artist process is coming through. I was interested in doing Artist Way, but I might do that during the break. I don't know, start that during the break. But yeah, I have started to edit and revise and gain the confidence in knowing that something is essentially done and it's good enough to go out, and not questioning myself that like, should it go out, like that it can go out at this point, and knowing when I'm reading something, when it needs like another stanza, another few lines, another word. This word isn't as strong, this placement isn't as strong, kind of like the critiquing element. I'm starting to, is my hand like, really? It's actually, starting to critique myself and trust that the critiques that I can make will work when I go and revise it, right? So understanding that. And then just understanding that what kind of poet I am. So I write to concept. So essentially, like, I don't necessarily have a realm of experiences that I'm always writing about. Sometimes it's not a personal thing. It's more like I just have these ideas or concepts. Like, the concept I could be is like writing love letters. That is a concept. So like, because I'm also a visual artist, that's kind of how I work. I have a concept of what I want to make, and then I fill in the gaps of what needs to be done to like flesh out the concept, and the concept from many different perspectives, and kind of get like the different polarizations, 360 views of it, things like that. And that makes for a very interesting, I think, poetry kind of collection, because I think I've written at least 2 poems that will be in my final thesis book. I think that they're strong enough to be in there. So I'm kind of like keeping them. I'm going to submit them out to places just to get feedback on them, like feedback if they're going to be submitted and it like published or rejected. But I have 2 poems already, and it's from the revisions of stuff that I've started to make. I started to go back, so yeah, but the concept ideas that I have, I fill in the blanks and the gaps, and I have names, and I have ideas about what each poem is, and just exploring that. And it's not always tied to my personal experience of living. And I think that that is something that should be like noted, like it should be noted. It should be understood that I am that kind of poet. And there's been a few instances in the semester where I feel like there's been this perception of resistance, and it's kind of weird, because it's just like, I think I just know myself a lot more as a poet and a writer in general, and some of the stuff is kind of like a little bit frustrating for me. But overall, excited. A third of the way. It came really fast. I know the semester is going to go by so fast. And then yeah, it's going to go back so fast, and we're still just doing a poem a week. But like I said, I've been doing at least 2, meaning the poem that's due and then the revision, and then sometimes maybe like 2 or 3 more, because I'm making submission pieces as well, and I have like a buttload of things. I'm also a poetry reader, so I'm trying to make sure that I have enough time to go in and do that stuff. Just making my way through like everything I need to do. So yeah, being a poetry reader and all that kind of stuff, and making my schedules so I can do stuff because I have an internship, another internship. So it's like, but yeah, it's good. I think I'm gonna stay here until like closing time. So in that time, I'm gonna read a book or read part of a book, and then have my little lunches that I have over here, which is peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and then hopefully can kick out some more poetry to submit, or at least sketch out the stuff. And another thing is, I'm also coming up with chapbook ideas because I want to submit to at least one chapbook before I graduate, and then publish my like thesis. And that way, like if it gets accepted, I have like multiple streams of income, multiple things that I can like market. Because I do have a multi-conceptual, multidisciplinary marketing like idea about my stuff, but I kind of also want to have a lot of exposure out there, my name out there buzzing. So I'm always thinking about that. Not in a frantic way, but I am thinking about that to make more intentional, targeted ideas, intentional, targeted decisions about that, because yeah, like I won't be a student forever. I am a forever student, but like this program is not forever, you know? So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.